Hi, and welcome to Catherine's Low Income Prepping / Survival. This is episode 118, technically. Okay, so anyhow, today's episode is about Trump, JD Vance, and just odds and ends. So please like and subscribe if you get the chance and you have the time. Thank you for watching my videos. I do appreciate you all out there, all my subscribers, and any new ones that are coming along too, of course, whether you subscribe or not. All right. Thank you. So, hey, Trump, surprise, surprise. Trump was elected as the RNC candidate. And of course, JD Vance became his vice president. So now we've got the Trump Vance ticket. They're already putting it on his plane. They're already doing things on signs. Life is good. Looks like he's only got a little bit of ear mess up. And you notice the people there that had the ear band-aids on, kind of in support. All right. And so Vance, Vance is going to be good as a VP because he's big on the Constitution and he's big on Second Amendment and the First and a couple of the other ones, of course, because he's big on the Constitution. I think he'll make a good vice president for Trump, much better than Pence. And I think he'd support Trump more than Pence did. But I also know that he'll do what the law says to do too. Okay, because he's a law and order guy, you can only tell. I thought it was sad, the few people who came out and said things about his wife. I noticed there's a few remarks on my news feed this morning when I got up that said that some people didn't like him because he married an Indian woman, descent woman. Hey, our country's full of Indians, and our country has lots of Indians from India, and even though I know they're not the same, our country is diverse. We have people from every country in the world in our country. Again, people need to get over their individuality of, I don't like this person because of their skin color. I don't like this person because of who they sleep with or what your religion is. Why don't we start working together, people? Even if you support Trump and not Biden, which I don't support Biden either, and I think Harris is a joke. So hopefully she'll run against Trump and get beat. So, because I got a feeling that good old Biden, he's going to end up leaving the ticket pretty soon. And that'll be into that. Let's see what else I want to talk about them about. Lots and lots and lots of stuff out on the internet. I mean, every channel had their own opinion, and if you watched them all, your brain did by now. So there you go. And some were good opinions, and some were bad opinions, and some were far-fetched opinions. I swear there's a lot of conspiracy people out there. First of all, the guy was not set up by the Biden thing. There's no way. Second of all, he was not a professional because he tried to do it with iron sights. And while he might have really good eyesight, he might be a good shot. Most people wouldn't have done that shot that were trying to do something with iron sights. They would have used a scope. Even if it was a low-powered scope, would have got them closer to where they needed to be. So, it's our gain, his loss. He's dead. Too bad. I don't know what to say other than that. See, when you go out to do something, you got to know your limitations. As Clint Eastwood would say, a man or a woman's got to know their limitations. All right. So that's all I got to say about that. I'm glad it's over with. And I'm glad we can move on to other things. It'll be interesting to see if this weekend, because there's a lot of conspiracy people out there saying that Biden's going to bail this weekend. Well, it's Friday. He's got until Monday morning to bail. Let's see what happens. Um, I want to say I appreciate the people who have commented on my videos, and I answered you back. Whenever there's a comment, I answer you back. I take the time to do that. You're not going to ever see me trying to sell you stuff on this videos or anytime. I mean, if I ever do evaluate anything later on in the future, if somebody ever sends me anything to evaluate, I was watching a video the other day, and it's the same thing. These people are always getting stuff to evaluate. I mean, I buy everything I use. I don't have any sponsors. I don't have anything. I don't get money from YouTube. So I don't have enough subscribers and enough hours yet. But I'll be working on that as time goes by, I hope. So, yeah. So I guess YouTube is really cranking down on people, you know. By the way, remember to like and subscribe. I need those subscriptions, and I need you to watch the video. I know sometimes I don't have the most cutting edge, great, I don't know, videos like some of the other people. I don't blow things up. So there you go. I guess I'm kind of boring, but I will talk, and I will talk to you about different subjects like food costs and costs for equipment, what I think about equipment that I got, my gear that I'm setting up for survival, because I consider myself a survivalist prepper. I'm not a prepper. I'm a survivalist prepper. I don't, we live in an apartment. I mean, if I had to leave the apartment, I can't take everything with me. So I'm not going to have everything in the world, first of all. Second of all, when these people get out there, like a certain lady who has a farm that takes care of goats, I'm not going to say who that is. I think anyone who watches these prepper channels knows who I'm talking about. She goes, oh, anybody could get a piece of land and have goats and food and grow their own food and do all those things. Well, her and her husband both worked for a long time. And, I work too, but now I am not. I haven't for a while. And basically everything I've gotten, me and my partner Tamara have built in the last 6 years. And we're doing pretty good. Our vehicle's paid for. We have almost 2 years worth of food. We have a lot of water. We have, investments. We have savings in the form of silver and cash. Life's good. Plus, we have the things we like, and we have our animals, our cat, our dog, and things are going good. Now, it's sad what YouTube is doing. YouTube keeps coming up with things that you can't do. Like Yankee Prepper one, I think it was, Yankee Marshall. That's who I'm trying to think of. He picked up one of his guns he had on the wall, and they told him that he couldn't do that, so they devalued that. They cut off his funding on that video. And now I guess they're going after people who get subsidized by, or sponsored, whatever you want to call it, by like gun places and places that sell ammunition and stuff like that. Well, I don't see how they would really mess around with you for certain items, but yeah, I can, I can see that they're doing that. It's not surprising. We got Biden shoving down all his anti-gun garbage, and we got all these different groups out there. Each little group is out there trying to screw us over in one way or another and take away our Second Amendment rights. How would they feel if people took away their First Amendment rights? And I think you know what I'm referring to, such as, not being able to practice your religion. They're always whining that one day that people are going to do that. Well, maybe you ought to support everyone's rights and not screw around with people. But getting back to YouTube. Now, I haven't done much in the way of guns on it. I've showed the ARs. I've showed the lights I put on them and the sights. And I showed my 2 guns and some little guns that I bought. You know, I like to collect little Derringer type guns and stuff. I showed that. But I haven't taken any of them out to shoot them and videotaped it. It's just not in my, one, I don't have a camera just to go set out there. And two, that's something I can do in the future sometime. I don't intend to stop making the videos. Whether I'm paid or not, I don't intend to stop making the videos. It's not about money for me. The only thing it would do is it would help me get some camera equipment maybe, and maybe save some money towards getting a piece of property. But, you know, I've already pretty much figured out that I'm going to have to save for 5 or 6 years to get all everything that I wanted. And that's fine. You know, some people save longer than that to get what they need. But when you do without certain things, like, you know, I shop in secondhand stores a lot. And so I'm frugal. That's why it's low income prepping and survival. Sorry, I've got a little bit of a stuffy nose today. So, let's see. Oh, yeah, they got these commercials on the internet now, and they're talking about the $7 value box. What happened to the $5 value box? Now, that was a value. $7 value box. I think it's $7.99. I'm not sure. It could be $7. If I'm wrong, tell me. Anyhow, you know, my email is catdog6949. That's CATDOG 6949 at gmail.com. Okay, anyhow, that will be in my description too. So yeah, it's fast food's going up and up and up. And Taco Bell really isn't that good at food. It's like eating canned pasty meat. I guess the best, maybe kind of like dog food. I mean, I hate to say this. It's got a good flavor, though. But the consistency is, you know, you open up a can of dog food. Having a dog, I get to see that their food is sort of like that, like the meat in their burritos and their tacos. All right. Now I've dumped on Taco Bell. The only real good hamburger place we got here in the Georgia area we're in is Burger King. And they have some really shitty employees. I mean, we try to go to Burger King once in a while, you know. Of course, we eat the real hamburgers, and there's no vegetarians in our house. And I'm sorry, vegetarians. You know, you eat vegetarian, I'm going to eat meat. Okay. So let's see, what else can we talk about? Oh, I worked on the truck again today. I started putting carpet around the pieces of foam that I was attaching. And I got the foam behind the window and in front of the side windows of the camper. And I put the piece in along the bottom. Now it stayed, but it came loose a little bit in the back. So I went down and because I was running out of glue spray. And I bought, I had Loctite glue spray before. It doesn't work really good, especially with heat. I'm going to tell you that right now. And, you know, it's the cheapest one. It's $7.99 or $8.99, I'm not sure, at Walmart. So I bought Gorilla Glue spray. While it's a little bit better, it came loose again because I have this one piece that goes from one end to the other between the two end pieces of foam. And it has carpet on it. And it fell off. So I ran out of carpet, so I couldn't do the other one on the other side, which I'm glad. But all the other pieces seem to be staying in place for right now. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is either go buy some type of caulking type glue, is what I'm thinking, or maybe contact cement. But I'm not really sure if contact cement's going to work. And they want a lot for the contact cement So what I'm thinking about doing is getting 2 tubes of this caulking stuff and the rest of the carpet I need to finish the other side. And then at the end of the camper shell near the cab, I have like 4 pieces I'm going to glue in place there. I guess what I'll do there is use the caulking type stuff too. So I'll get 2 tubes and see how far they go. And what I was thinking is smearing it on the back side on the fiberglass and let it set up a little bit, and then take some more and spreading it on the back of the foam and carpet piece, and then stick them together. And maybe I can figure out some way to hold them in place. It's something I'm gonna have to figure out. Got to do something. And if it holds this time, so next month will be the soonest I'll be able to do that because I live on a budget. So next month will be the first time I'll be able to do that. If anyone has any suggestions on a glue that will hold no matter what once it dries, please let me know. This is getting really tiring. This will make the third attempt. Bucky, what are you doing? Hold on a minute. Bucky, what are you doing? Good boy. So, yeah, if anyone knows of any really good glues, that would be great if you could help me by informing me of that. Come here, Bucky. Come here. Here's Bucky. Yeah, there's the Wonder Dog. Hi, Bucky. You're on camera. Okay. Yeah, he's a good boy. He was just getting into something. I had to stop him. Yep, there's Tamara and her cat. Yep, I call her the terrorist kitty. So, but she's a good cat. Yeah, well, she's an indoor cat. We don't take her outside. I'm sorry, my eyes are burning now.
And that's for camping.
Yeah, she tries to run up the trees after the squirrels. So anyhow, yeah, let me know if you know a glue that will work, and maybe next month I can pick up some and give it a try. So that's about it. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone out there.
Bye.
And remember, stick up for your rights. Stick up for all the constitutional rights, especially the Second Amendment and the first one, the third, the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay, you get the drift here. Hey, and no matter how you believe, remember, you can believe the way you want to believe. And you can live the life you want to live. This is America, and you're guaranteed the right to the pursuit of happiness. As long as you're not harming anybody, as long as you're not hurting children, as long as you're not doing something that's going to hurt somebody. Some people out there, they complain about, well, one group or another group or whatever. But remember, not everyone likes Christians. Not everyone likes Muslims. Not everyone likes Buddhists. People don't like people who don't believe in God. But everyone has a right to believe the way they're doing. If you don't like gays, don't hang out with gays. If you don't like lesbians, don't hang out with lesbians. If you don't like people that are different than the way you believe, just be civil to them. Do your business. Go home and bitch all you want at home. Don't bitch at people. Don't get on YouTube and spread hate. You don't need to be a hater, you know. It's all right to believe the way you want to believe. I'm not saying you can't. But your beliefs are your beliefs. And your rights should align with everyone else's rights. Everyone else should have the right to freedom, and everyone else should have the right of protection. Oh, yes, let's talk about one last thing before I get off. This is the longest video I've made. And that is the border. I'll be so glad when Trump gets back in and closes that border down. I'll be so glad when he starts kicking the people who came in illegally. If you want to come in legally, I'm not against immigration. You come in legally all you want. Come in through the gate. Tell them you want to be part of the United States. Do the right thing. I don't have any problem with Mexicans or Guatemalans or Venezuelans or whatever, you know. In fact, I had a lot of friends that were Spanish descent, you know, like Mexican, and some that were actually, I think they were from Colombia when I was growing up. You just got to, you know, do it the right way. All right. And please, those countries, keep your criminals at home, okay? All right, remember, if you're watching this, you are the resistance. Thank you and have a good day.